She want to talk about my kids being out of control. That's talking bad about my kids being out of control and shit, right? You listening, China?
Yeah.
They say me and Candy used to crawl up, the bookshelves. Back then they had bookshelves. They say me and Candy used to crawl up them motherfuckers. And I remember that because I used to fall flat on my flat back. Bow.
Oh
Yeah, we were some crawly ass motherfuckers.
no! You hurt yourself?
Yeah, a lot.
Ouch!
Yeah, I even told about how I used to always be crawling to get shit. I was fucking independent. Always crawling, curious motherfuckers.
Look here, you crawled out the cuckoo and was like, "Hey, ma, how you doing?"
To be honest with you, I don't know if we was a vaginal or a cesarean, but fuck, we were twins. They said we were preemie babies.
Aww.
We came out at about 4 or 5 months. We were preemies.
Might be small, but
Now this is what Frances Grand Prix told me out her own mouth. That I was about 4 pounds, 13 ounces, and Candy was 5 pounds and I want to say about 9 ounces, but Candy was definitely 5 pounds or something. And I was 4 pounds. They had to keep me at the hospital longer.
Aww.
That's what our biological mom told me when I first reunited with her. When I was about 18, sneaking and talking to her on the phone. But they said we were some rambunctious babies. Some creep shit, man. Like, when, remember I said about how, I let Pat babysit Raven. And Ann's like, the foster mom was like, you better not let that boy babysit your baby. I said, why? What's wrong? She's like, you remember what Sean did to you and Candy when y'all was babies? I said, what he did? She said, To this day, I don't know what means. I remember what the fuck Mark did to us when we were babies.
Oh shit.
I'm not sure if I remember Candy, but you remember when we first came up here and Mark apologized to me about locking me in the laundry room.
He didn't mean that shit.
But you remember, I confronted him to his face. Because that was the first time I ever got the opportunity to confront him to his face.
You know why he apologized? Because he was about to use you.
Yeah, locking me in the laundry room and then beat me with a wire hanger. That laundry room used to be hot.
Damn. He was happy you was in his house because he was using you. Then later on, he did what he did to you. I mean, come on, if he was sorry, why would he put his hands on you? Truly. And then traumatize you all over again.
And then the family had the nerve to be mad with me. Like, nigga,
Get out of here.
he put his hands on me, and they had the nerve to be mad with me.
But he said he was sorry.
He ain't apologized for that. He got everybody consoling him.
Huh?
Had everybody consoling him.
He's the victim. Fuck out of here.
That's what you call a narcissist.
Hello.
Like, he had blood running down my face. Bruh, I still got the pictures.
I know it. I know it. I was there. I know it.
But yeah, when we were babies, I had braces.
Did you ever tell me that?
Not in my mouth. Around my legs. I was still in the, just like my daughter Raven, I was still in the stroller up until I was like 4 years old, bruh. Just like Raven. History repeats itself. I had to have like stuff on my legs because I had arthritis. I had to miss certain days of school sometimes because the arthritis was too bad. LSU Hospital in Shreveport, Louisiana, or was it Baton Rouge? One of them two hospitals diagnosed me with arthritis at the age of 4. I would even be in school sometimes and have trouble. I used to get into it with the teachers because I had trouble because my hands cramped up too bad trying to write. And I even have that issue now. I'll be like, man, that's too much to be trying to fucking write. I hate paperwork. So I marvel at how I'm so abusive when my hands cramp up a lot. Even to the point, sometimes my hands just lock up. And sometimes they'll do like this and just lock up. Got arthritis in my back. I used to hate going to get the shot when I was a little kid. They used to give it to us on our cheek. They had us thinking it was a punishment because we was too bad. Keep being bad, you're gonna get, and we wound up getting shot anyway. I remember we had a rare Dalmatian. It was a white dog, goofy ass dog, but I loved him. And I should have known better the first time I went messing with him when he was eating. And then the second time, I went to go mess with him, and he bit me. I still got that scar on my knee to this day, and that dog dead as a doorknob. When it bit me, I had to go get a tetanus shot. I just wanted to pet him. We had Poochie. Rumor is that her real name was Coochie. I still remember what that dog looked like. She had somewhat of a same color fur as Pippa, except it was more orange. And then she had white around the collar and then a little bit of black. She was bigger than Woody. If I'm not mistaken, her and Woody had some children. And then, bruh, we had that runt named Mary. Man, I was so sad when that dog died, bruh. They called her a runt because she was like this big. Man, I remember when Raven was first born. I was able to cup her in my arm. I was like, man, she's so tiny. I was so scared to hold Raven. And even my friend, when she recently had her baby a couple of years ago, I was like, get her. She too tiny. But I'm like, here it is. I don't have a choice to hold Raven because she's so small. But Raven did. He used to cry. And when Dwayne would hold her, she would stop. When she was newborn. But then when I was like, you ain't got no choice now. Dwayne was working at a catering place when she was first born. Man, she was so tiny. She was like 5 pounds. She was also 5 pounds 9 ounces when she was first born. I was like, I'm like, I'm like, let me sit down because, yeah, I'm scared I'm going to drop you, little one. Ivan, he was a little bigger. He was 6 pounds 14 ounces. And everybody was always saying he was going to be smart because he was so observant. But every goddamn picture I have of him, I got so many pictures of him where I was like, boy, you look like the Fighting Irish, just like your daddy. Fighting Irish. Uh, in New Orleans, I don't know what that's about, but it was always a pictures of a Irish looking guy with green on, with his dukes up. But it's another picture of Ivan with his fist cocked back like this at Raven. Was it at Raven or McKeithen? But that was that day I had they came to visit and I had gave them their new Nikes. Um it was like some Nike Air Max. Man, I remember I had some shoes with the kids and we all had some boots together. I had bought me some boots and then I bought them some boots. And then coincidentally we came on a visit together. Coincidentally we all had the boots on together on the McDonald's visit when we did a visit at McDonald's, and I think all three of us had blue jeans on, like we was matching. I almost want to tell it, and I almost don't want to tell it. No, I ain't gonna tell it. Yeah, I remember I was talking to my foster mama, telling my foster mama about Raven smearing the feces and stuff on the wall. And she was like, you and Candy used to do that when y'all were babies. And she turned crazy. Man, Mr. Terry told me that my foster mama used to be sneaking and going to see a psych doctor. Though we'd be coming out of Bible class, and right after Bible class over, she holding Raven while smoking a cigarette, and she's like, "Your baby retarded. Your baby retarded." I'm like, "Bitch, I'll punch your ass in the goddamn face." I was scared of her though, and my biological mama, but I kept trying to gently tell my foster mama I ain't want her holding my baby, while she's smoking like if she a fucking infant. You know what I'm saying? The same with my biological mama sitting there holding her while she's smoking. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want that. Even McKeithen. They had this fucking bitch. Don't sit there and try to handle up on McKeithen. I had McKeithen put her ass in her place. She gonna sit there and say, you ain't gonna tell him nothing? No. Why am I telling him something he right? Usually the thing is, I don't care if a child right or wrong, stay in a child's place. But bitch, I told you to fucking stay in your lane, and you didn't. So now your ass got played. Keith sat there and said, what's that? I told her I don't want her smoking fucking weed in my damn house. I don't want that around my kids. It's a cigarette. You don't fucking tell me what to do. I'm a grown-ass woman. I said, you could be a grown-ass woman out the door. She's like rolling up the shit anyway. He like, it's a cigarette. It's a brown cigarette. He's like, that's not no cigarette. She's like, yes it is. It's a brown cigarette. He paused. He twists his neck. He said, I not care what you say. That not no cigarette. She's like, you gonna let him talk to me like that? I said, yes. Fuck you. She got mad. I said, you want to get mad, find your own way home. She had to go way to East Point, Georgia. I said, you better not touch him. Ivan didn't like her either. Ivan said, I'm going to beat her ass. I said, Ivan. He said, I want to fight her. I said, you can't, Ivan. He said, I don't like her. I said, I know. He said, why she did that to your face? I was like, People are mean out here, son. He said, I don't like her. Makita was like, I don't like her either, mama. So for this girl to sit here and act like I ain't have a close relationship with my children, my sons protected me. My sons cared about me. And as you can see, I cared about them. I tried to protect them. She's sitting there going off of shit she heard or shit she think. I'm telling y'all, bruh. Raven, is a little delayed. But I know she still loved me. And I know from the last time I talked to her on the phone, she was asking how I'm doing and how my health is, how I'm feeling and stuff like that. She was asking about me. Asking, can we come home? Makita did have me a little mixed up. He thought I was a he. He's like telling the foster mama, he's like, Mama, he called me baby. He's like, I know. So continue talking. Keep talking. But the last time I saw them in person, Makita snatched my wig off in Burger King in front of everybody. He said, take that wig off, Mama. That's not you. He know it too. He said, take that wig off, Mama. That's not you. Ivan was like, I'm coming home with you. The last about 10 visits, I was like, I'm coming home with you. Come on, let's go. They ain't got to know. I said, Ivan, you cannot come home with me. We got to follow. We got to follow the rules, son. I said, I'm going to see you one day. You got to do the right thing. It just fucked up that I was left. You know what I'm saying? Abandoned. I didn't make the children by myself. They didn't ask to be here either. They didn't ask to come in this world. And I did all I could. Then, like I said, when I gave birth to Makita, well, I'm not gonna lie, in between Ivan and Makita, they did give me medicine because I kept having panic attacks back to back, and I stopped taking it. And then, right after I gave birth to Makita, they diagnosed me with postpartum depression, and they gave me medication. I started taking it. At that time, no, the first time it was Klonopin. I don't remember what this other stuff was they had me taking. And I had the kids on a schedule. I was going to bed, put them to bed at 9:30 at night, have a little bit of me time until 10 o'clock, and then I try to go to sleep. Sometimes it was hard to go to sleep. Like, I was doing that shit by myself, man. And everybody sitting here treating me like I'm a fucked up mama. I did the best I could. The motherfuckers came in my life and infiltrated. Trying to came like they was come in my life and help. And then they set me up. Causing chaos, just like Candy doing. Causing drama. Every day. Causing drama. Trying to get my gears riled up every day. Just get me riled up and then call the police and told them I did whatever. And that's, the police is like, you go near her, we gonna shoot you. Bruh. I wouldn't even be in this predicament if it wasn't for them. Like, I was going to my doctor's appointments, going to Bible class. I was a whole moderator in Bible class. I was in a choir, moderating. I was a moderator. And dealing with the kids. Didn't have a car at the time. Then shut off in Atlanta because them same motherfuckers that had to call the police on me and shit gonna call me and tell me that there's a whole murder plot against me to have me killed. I skate off to a battered women's shelter until I can get to Atlanta. Man, this whole shit was a setup. And then this girl get on here talking about something. I put my kids in foster care and was glad. I was happy, thought it was funny or whatever she said. And she can kick rocks. How her storyline is more meaningful than my experience. Whoever thinks that can fucking kick rocks. I'm serious. I know what I've been through. Y'all mad at me for defending myself. Y'all mad at me for saying, no, this is what really happened. Something wrong with y'all. I'm in Atlanta. I'm going by the rules. I could have easily just took my kids and shot off to another state once I got my check and been on the fucking run, though. But I'm like, that's too much work. Then I let that fucking girl come back to Atlanta by me and fuck shit up even worse. One day she out there talking to the caseworker, just going off. And then they show up to my house 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm unprepared. It's just, after I just came home from an appointment where I got lost on the fucking train. And I didn't get home till 10 o'clock. And she telling me, oh, they coming over tomorrow. I'm like, why the house not clean? What the fuck? It was a setup, bruh. And then not only that, when the lady came over, the lady that came over for the visit. I so happened to be at an appointment. They came over for a visit. The lady was pregnant, her damn self. Toya fucking threatened the lady. I found out. I didn't even know. And that lady was advocating, helping me get my kids back. I was doing everything the lady told me to do. I'm like, all right, we're doing this. Okay, plan A, plan B. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to get that done. And she's like, come on, girl, you got this. Don't give up. You got this. Come on, let's go. There was another lady after her, like, helping me, just like, come on, we're going to win this. We're going to get your babies back. Come on, we got this. And the whole time, the fucking family just ain't shit. The daddy just ain't shit. And y'all motherfuckers got the audacity to come on here and attack me. Y'all gonna have to answer for that too, bro. Or y'all gonna have to fucking turn around and look to me and say, Brandy, I was wrong. The fucking journey I went through, bruh. That's my testimony. How's she gonna get on here and tell my testimony and she wasn't there? The girl didn't want me to get my kids back. My own girlfriend didn't want me to get... You know how bad that hurt? Or even to find out my own twin sister don't want me to even reconnect with my kids now that they're older. The potential that I may meet my kids once they're older and go for a fucking burger or some shit. She's trying to fuck that up. You gonna tell me she don't want me a gangster? Man, get the fuck out of here, bruh. She's the narcissist. You gonna sit here and say I'm the bully because I'm getting on here all hot-headed and angry? I have a right to be angry.
True story.
I don't care what nobody say. I know what people put me through. I know the sabotage people put me through. Every time I got into it with a motherfucker, aka Jamel and Red, or aka this person Candy, or aka this person that person, I'm gonna make sure you don't get your kids back. AKA Toya, I'm gonna make sure you don't get your kids back. I'm gonna make sure you never see your kids again. And motherfucker, I wish fucking YouTube still had Messenger, where I can show screenshots of that shit. And them some stalking ass motherfuckers that need to leave me the fuck alone. Trying to get close to Candy to get next to me. They don't give a fuck about being tight with Candy. They think she batshit crazy too. I can tell you they do. The nigga used to make fun of me. Fuck out of here. I am done with all the trauma. I'm done with all the pain. Talking about some, I think I have the authority to disown my own twin sister. I do. And that's what this is all about, and y'all can't see it. Because I felt like she was toxic and cut her off. I stopped talking to her in 2019. Now I got the authority to disown her. She doing the same thing to Samantha. Doing the same thing to Uniquely Made Warrior. Trying to keep a latch onto them. That's why she keep trying to create arguments with them. Keep trying to keep tabs on them. Trying to keep an attachment to them. If you lonely, just say that. But it's not like I didn't reach out to your stank booty ass back in December. You blocked me. So like I said, and then, not only that, on video, I fucking called your fucking stank nose ass. I called you. It's on video. I called you on video. Meaning, I was recording and called you on another phone. Meaning you had me blocked. But then all the times you sat there and lied and said I called you. And then everybody commenting, oh, stay away from her, stay away from her. No, bitch. That should have been the time that you should have been fucking answering the phone and trying to reconcile. But the joke is, all them times you said that I called you, and you sitting there on video talking about, oh, there she go calling me right there. Man, I was fucking asleep. When I said I called you is when I called you. Like I said, what type of games you playing? You playing games. Sitting there like I did you all wrong and hurt you. When I sat there and texted you and gave you it was a very nice message. You read half of the message on YouTube. You read the message to people. People like, oh, don't fall for that. Oh, don't. Your fucking subscribers is your fucking enemy, bruh. Because I was trying to just nip this shit in the bud and just try to, even if we don't fucking talk again, just let bygones be bygones. You don't even want to do that. You want to keep this shit going. You have an agenda, bruh. And you know you do. So when you gonna tell these people that you playing games? Because even when I tried to give the shit another chance, back around Christmas of last year, I said, I ain't got much money right now I can give you, but maybe I can give you some more when I got paid. That wasn't good enough for you. Just like when Samantha was telling you about that car. You wanted a turquoise, and I know she wasn't lying because turquoise is like one of your favorite colors. And you said you ain't wanted to be all dirty and raggedy and all like that shit. Well, I proved my point again. It's right in your fucking GoFundMe that you have OCD. But now you claim that you didn't want the kids to touch you because of your they was trying to get your laptop dirty. So even then, you admit that you didn't want my kids to touch you. But everybody, oh, poor Candy. Oh, poor Candy. Man, fuck that shit, bruh. You are manipulating these people. It's gonna catch up with you. I'm on all this medication that's fucking slowing me down mentally. That's too much work to be trying to manipulate anybody. You all every day trying to call. That's too many people to be exposing. Y'all ever thought about that? Something wrong with that picture? That's too many people to be exposing. And this girl on some fuck shit. This girl running game. This girl trying to say somebody did her something wrong every day just to get y'all to feel sorry for her and clock them dollars. Just like she liked to try to run out in front of cars and say they hit her. There was this one video she was walking and said that it was an SUV. I said that this motherfucker tried to hit me. Oh, was she a Christian? She's a good girl, but y'all don't notice when she get hostile and start cursing, she's not violent? All right. She's not a bully. She's not abusive. But I'm going to get back to that. She sit there and these motherfucking cars be driving and she be like, they tried to hit me. But you don't even know. She don't even fucking move out the way. Something should click. This motherfucker get on here, call me all types of... Oh, it's okay for her to call me Dykester and all that shit before I even stepped on the scene. It was someone that told me that she had over 100 videos of me. And it was over a year's worth of videos about me. I was like, wow. Before I even started making videos. Calling me Dykester, hardcore Bushman Dyke. Saying I don't love my kids. But bitch, you ain't never said you love me either. I ain't got a problem with saying I love my children. That's natural. Why is it so hard for you to say you do? Them kids, those kids, my sister's kids, those kids. And that don't register to nobody. This girl give hints and tell on herself on a daily basis. But I'm the enemy. I'm the bad guy. This girl's the author of persecution, the accuser of the brethren. exactly what they say the devil is. And in a very open way. I believe if this girl died a day tomorrow, the goddamn world will end. That's how evil she is. This girl topped my biological mama. My biological mama spread rumors like this. The brothers and sisters spread rumors like this. The dad, by the time I met him, he was already in his 70s. He didn't have time for all this bullshit. He was already up in age. But our biological mom was just as much fuck shit as Candy. I just be trying to tread lightly about the shit because she passed away. I be trying to tread lightly about the shit. And also because she had a mental illness as well. Creating chaos. Yep. When I first moved up here, my brother Mark created a lot of chaos between me and China, telling me sleep with one eye open. I think that girl trying to kill you. I don't feel safe around her. I'm scared. I don't even think China her real name. I looked it up. All kind of stuff. Oh, look. She messing with somebody in Tarrant County Jail. Now, who you know in Tarrant County Jail? Come to find out it was his ass messing with somebody in Tarrant County Jail. All kind of crazy drama, like rumors. I'm brought up in a family that think rape is funny. Shit, my dad sat there and told a story about, and he was in the military and was on a motorcycle and fell off the motorcycle and nearly died. Here goes Sean, busting out laughing. He almost lost his life. Where is that supposed to be funny? Wyatt thinks that childhood abuse is hilarious. He thinks that domestic violence is hilarious. He'd be quick to verbally abuse the hell out of a woman. That's why when Tori was saying he abusing me, I'm afraid I want to get out of this relationship. I'm just scared. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I said, you're gonna have to make a decision, cause I'm not gonna just sit here and just This shit weird as fuck. That girl just manipulated me. I was already just in a fucked up state of mind. Maybe if I was on medication, that thing would have been a hell no, or maybe not. The girl fucking manipulated me. And how easy it's to manipulate. We knew each other since we were 14. So for her to sit there and say it was really you, and then like when I got ready to go to the military, this girl cried her eyes out, and she called me on the phone. And she was like, "People thought I was crying about baby Daryl, but really I was crying about you." I was like, "Me? Why?" You know, a little weird shit. We would be sleeping and shit like that, like little night sleepovers and shit. Like she'll hold me real tight. So when we got grown and she told me she was feeling this way, I thought it was for real. And she was just like, she had to play it off. And that my brother was the closest thing to me, but it was just sick, twisted shit. It just got in my fucking head. And then also on top of that, she was saying that she just really wanted to get away from him because she was just so afraid of him. And my whole thing was trying to protect her. And I'm like, I gotta protect her. I gotta protect my friend. It was weird. It was twisted. My whole thing is, I'm like, how did I get in this predicament? Y'all supposed to come down here to help me with my kids. But now here it is, I'm in a predicament where I got to protect you out of an abusive relationship. And then boom, now they come to get my kids. The whole shit was a setup. And then something about Wyatt told me that Toya accused me and him of sleeping together and then told him, well, I got something for both of y'all. I'm like, so you tell me this how many years later? And I asked why you did that to me. He said, because I feel like my life was taken. I said, so you're going to take mine? And not only mine, you took 3 other lives. You ruined their lives. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. And yes, that's one of the drugs he does, and meth. No wonder why his ass kept taking off when we was in Virginia. His ass kept taking off. But that's the God honest truth of what happened. This girl called herself smoothing on to me. He kept trying to say little things like, why don't you mess with a girl? Because you look fat in that dress. Ain't no man gonna want you with that. Like, the whole thing was a setup, bruh. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna find me a nice little red bone. Just smash one time just to get my swag back. He like, no, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm like, why I can't do something I want to do? And the only reason why I was thinking light skin, because at the time I was talking to my childhood best friend, and she was that complexion. And so I was like, just one time. Just one time. Because they was telling me that men wasn't for me. It wasn't doing it for me. And Toya started, Brandy, remember when you were younger and you used to have that curly hair, that curly flat top? You used to look like used to have the baggy clothes. I'm like, yeah. She's like, why don't you start dressing like that again? Like, the whole thing was a setup, bruh. The girl invited me to come upstairs to the bed. I'm sitting at the edge of the bed. She's like, how you do this again? How you do that again? I heard that when 2 girls are together, they do that. I'm like, well, yeah, they do that. She's like, I heard with 2 girls. And then she started telling me I got a big old juicy ass pussy. I'm like, okay, what you telling me that for? Like, she just started smoothing her way on to me. And told Wyatt something different. I'm like, bruh, I know what the fuck happened. But I also feel like if I would have went and told him, hey man, but them 2, even when he was here, this last time, he was saying he never had no feelings for that girl. He never wanted that bitch, that nasty slutty bitch and all like that shit. Or that they were never together. And even when they was by me in Virginia, they both kept saying they not together. That they had broke up 2 years prior around Hurricane Katrina or whatnot. I was like, what? Why? And they were saying it was something that was keeping them together. That where they have to stay together. I'm like, this shit weird as hell. Okay. But I was in my 20s. I was gullible. And I fell for the setup. And like I said, part of the attachment is that I still care for her as a best friend. And then she said, "You talking about some you don't want me to fall in love with you. You don't want my love." I said, "When I fall in love hard." And I was like, "I know you do. I know you do." But I'm like, he's sitting there calling all kind of bitches and hoes and hardly around and taking me to the strip club, and I'm interested in this girl at the strip club, and he talking about something. The bitch was really feeling me. And I'm like, but I got her phone number though. And then she slapping him in the head and stuff like that. Talking about some, no, don't fucking go with that girl. That girl go with you, then she gonna be trying to get with you for your money. So I'm just sitting there like, damn, you don't want me with nobody. Like, I'm trying to like fuck with other people, trying to like say, okay, that's off limits. But then they both of them just, I'm like, why are you not mad with him for going to the strip club? Just people just, I'm like, maybe they're not together. And they just kept pointing me to her. Like, he just sitting there like, why don't you start messing with bitches, man? Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, man. I'm like, mm. It was a setup, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That shit was a setup. And my dumb ass fell for the okie doke because I'm still dealing with that Dwayne had left. They was trying to make sure Dwayne didn't come back. I mean, it was rightfully so. Just like Candy taking and playing on this shit I went through, they took and played on that Dwayne fucked over me. So they like, oh, you gonna be dumb and take him back. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. You know, teasing me and stuff like that. You gonna be dumb and take him back. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So I calling him like, I don't want you back no more. I don't want you to come back no more. And he left. Like I said, I was young and I was in my 20s. I fell for the okie doke. Before I knew it, she said, help me, Brandy, help me. He trying to take me. He trying to take me. I don't want to go with him. I don't want to go with him. He gonna hurt me. He gonna hurt me. And then he come downstairs with the suitcase and talking about, you ready, baby? They storming out the door. I'm trying to fight him. Trying to help her. Because she's saying, ain't no telling what he gonna do to me. And here go the police. And then there go my children. I'm like, man, I was supposed to be focusing on my kids. They were supposed to be helping me with the kids. None of this had nothing to do with my children. They wasn't helping pay a dime to stay with me. And this girl both of them had fucking jobs when they came by me, like, got a job like that. They didn't help fucking pay a dime in that damn house. Or to me. They just caused chaos. And then Wyatt called himself trying to kick up chaos. Talking about I believe you was raped. Do you believe you was raped? And I start popping off on him, and then he start recording me. Crazy shit was going on, man. Sound familiar? But China,
Yes?
please Please come validate this shit.
Oh, God. Yes.
He said out his own damn mouth when he was here he didn't want her anyway.
Right.
And he also told you what that pissed you the fuck off while I was sleeping.
He's like, if you want to learn how to set up somebody, I'll show you how to set up somebody. I said, what?
Say it a little louder.
He said, if you want to know how to set somebody up, I'll show you how to set somebody up. I said, what? Are you serious? Wow. That you said that out of your own mouth, and proudly too, with no problem.
And then he said it again another couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
When China was accusing him of going through my vapes.
Yep.
While I was asleep.
Yep.
You want to set somebody up? I'll show you how to set somebody up. And then he said, what else about our mama?
He said, one thing me and my mama got in common.
We are some damn good manipulators.
I said, I had to sit down on that one. That was like, this motherfucker don't realize he just... Wait. Okay.
I just put my kids in foster care and thought it was funny. Y'all can listen to that cum stain on the wall if you want to. If I would have said, no, I'm telling Wyatt, he wouldn't have believed me anyway. He would have flipped it all and blamed it all on me. She would have said, oh no, she's lying. She's the one trying to get with me. It would have been even more chaos.
Mm-hmm.
It would have jacked up their plan.
Yep.
And I can't make out what would have happened. It felt like something like I had to go along with. On top of, I did wind up developing strong feelings for her. But it sounded like he was in denial about his feelings for her. And then my cousin, he was here and said that him and my cousin Blake, who passed away, went off on him. I'm like, now why are you and Blake cool, but is Blake mad with me? That don't make no goddamn sense. Blake called himself beefing at me, but cool with you. When you had Toya too, nigga. But he said that, no, it hurted Blake the most. I said, how the fuck it hurted Blake the most? I'm the one that don't have my children. That's a dumbass statement.
For real, that was fucked up for him to say that shit. Real.
But Blake, he said Blake fussed at him because he said it sounded like to him, sounded like to Blake that Wyatt pimped Toya out to me. And said that Toya's sister was telling her, girl, you better get that money. And it was like, no wonder why Jalinda's sister was calling me 5 o'clock in the morning one time, talking about, Toya's sister was calling me, talking about 5 o'clock in the morning, talking about she horny. I'm like, okay, I'm with your sister. And then Wyatt got the nerve to sit here and fucking tell me about some chick in Houston that him and my cousin Du was fucking screwing at the same time. I said, so don't you ever fucking come in my fucking face talking about you got beef with me about this shit.
Okay.
Ever.
Ever.
And that my cousin Blake and Du was screwing some chick and the Du got the girl pregnant. Like, dude, don't ever fucking come in my face about no weird ass shit. Because from the way this girl was coming at me, it was like, I was yours from the beginning. I just didn't know how to tell you type shit. Like, they came to me with the drama. Then the whole damn family mad at me. Like, I'm a home wrecker and all this shit. Maybe they all planned it. I never thought of it that way. Maybe they all planned it. And then talking about some of my cousin Du want to beat the fuck out of me. I said, tell him come do it. The Du sitting there calling my phone talking about some put China on the phone. Talking about he want to fuck China.
Oh, gosh.
And dude is bad off worse than Candy and Sean.
Ooh, shit.
Well, Sean and dude know how to maintain a job. Unlike Candy. So, man, fuck these people, man. This sick-ass family. They came at me when I wasn't... Dwayne had me mentally destroyed from the crazy shit he was doing to me. And then they came right in. You have to understand that. They came right in. Dwayne left August 13, 2017. They came in, it was like August 26th, or later on that evening of my birthday of 2007. Dwayne, August 13, 2007, up and left. Deep down inside, at that time, I still wanted... No, I was done with Dwayne. After he left that last time, I was done. And was dating other people because I was like, I'm tired of every time he leave. Every time he leave, I'm always just sitting here waiting for him to come back. I'm like, he might not come back this time anyway. It sounds like he just been trying to come back just to get money and then leave. So I was dating this guy. He was like black and Irish. His name was Sky. I don't remember what happened with him, but me and him started getting serious. And then there was this other guy, because Dwayne had just came back from another time he had left, got the income taxes and left for about 3 goddamn months. And then he had just came back and then left again. He wasn't there back for long. And it was this other guy, he was an older guy, lived from out of town and was coming to visit me. Me and that guy was getting serious. There was a guy from North Carolina. Me and him was talking. I was on the phone with that nigga when I was giving birth to McKeithen. But this Dwayne called himself trying to flip it on me like I was cheating on him. I'm like, nigga, I ain't fucking cheat on you. I was sat there and fucking been faithful to you this whole time. But after that last time, yeah, I was moving on. And then I was on the phone with a couple of friends who was like, Brandy, listen. Do what you want to do. You ain't with the foster mama no more. If you want to just fucking be gay, just fucking do it. You ain't in New Orleans no more for them to have to answer to nobody. And Wyatt and Toya came up there. And it did piss me off. A couple of them dudes act like they just wanted to come up there, fucking suck, and then dip. That wasn't what I was trying to do. And that's probably why they was sitting. And Toya act like this one dude she met, like she was ready to square with that nigga. Like, you heard him, nigga, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. I'm like, she was like one of those do supervised dates and shit. Had me wear her clothes. We was wearing the same size clothes and shit. Like, okay. She did my hair up and I'm getting ready to go out on a date. She want to escort me to meet the dude. And like, you better not hurt her either. I'm going to fuck your ass. I'm like, pipe down. But when she first got there, because before Toya got there, Wyatt was telling me that Toya was the one hurting him. And I'm like, when she come up here, she better not tell me nothing. I'm going to fuck her ass up. He like, we just going to come down there to help you. I'm like, she better not hurt my brother. I was all about Team Wyatt. Because he was calling me crying on the phone like a little bitch. I was protecting him. Then by the time they got down there by me, shit switched lanes when she started crying and staying up in the room by herself. I'm like, why you always staying in the room by yourself? That can't be no way to live. I'm like, I don't like tension in the house. I'm like, we're going to have to talk or we're going to have to do something. Like, bruh. My life been crazy, man. They caught me in a vulnerable position and they knew I was vulnerable. But I asked Wyatt when he was here, I said, you call yourself having beef with me. Told you fucked and she sucked up Blake. Why you ain't mad with him? I said, too late now. He passed away. You gotta let that go. He said, why you just not telling me? I said, boy, everybody knew that. She did that to him in the Burger King where she worked at when they first met. I said, but now you the one that did that, went behind him, and then you got a problem with me. Boy, get the fuck out of here. I said, and everybody mad with us when the girl fucking, it's the girl that's the problem. And everybody mad with me because it's Brandy. Because same sex is the issue. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. But when niggas was fucking and sucking her ass, oh, I'm happy for you. Man, get the fuck out of here. Like I said, they plan that shit. And with the means of to have my kids taken away and have me killed. And like I said, to this day, I'm mad at myself that I fell for it. I can't change the past. And now my kids are gone. They came down like they was going to help me with the kids. How am I going to turn down help from family? And then it's like, it'd be good to be kicking it with family. I'm up here by myself, way up north by myself. Of course I'm going to let family, you know? Nope. I gotta pee.